been through many difficult, challenging times in my life. This is single-handedly what gets me through every single time without fail. I've done a lot of terrible things in my life. Like, it's embarrassing to even talk about those, but it's true. I've made a lot of really bad decisions. I've been really mean to people. I've done very unwise things. The reason I'm able to push past all of those things that happened, it's not even because of me, because of someone else and the love that was shown to me that I did not deserve at all. When I was in school, I went to public school for like 20 years of my life. When I was in public school, I was basically taught a worldview that was like, everything is kind of random, like things just happen randomly, like the earth just created itself one day randomly, and all the other planets did too, and like randomly one cell turned into everything, like trees and fish and giraffes and humans just came from one cell over a long period of time. That was what I was taught growing up. However, that was always just really confusing to me because things never seemed random in my life. I learned from an early age that actions have consequences. Like the relationship between cause and effect, things happen for reasons. The rule is more things happen for a reason than they just happen randomly. That doesn't happen a lot, actually. At some point in time, somebody shared this with me, and they probably shared it with me a lot, honestly, as a kid. I just never fully grasped onto it until I was older, but I want to share it with you because it's really important and it's genuinely changed my life and it's changed how I see everything. So things didn't just randomly happen. We don't just randomly exist here because a fish crawled out of the water one day. God created the earth that we live on. He created the solar system that we live in. He created entire galaxies. He created our ecosystem so that they function well. Food chains, photosynthesis, all of those processes were created by God, and we were also created by God. God created us to be caretakers and kind of in charge of the earth, to, take care of plants and help grow them, to take care of animals. The basic gist is that we decided that we wanted other things more than God. Because of that, we didn't realize our place and the fact that He is over us. We decided to do our own thing. And because of that, there's a barrier. There's this chasm between us and God. We're not able to have a good relationship. Just like when you have relationships between two people, someone does something wrong to the other person, it's the same thing. There's this chasm between us because God is obviously very powerful. He's also perfect, and everything He does is good and right. We miss the mark and we start doing our own thing. Imperfect people cannot be with a perfect God. It just doesn't work, because then God would be imperfect by allowing us just to do whatever we want and get away with it. Like that's not right and that's not fair. So for a long time, people live and they continue to make bad decisions and bad choices. It's something we inherit, is just being sinful in nature. If you've ever been around a baby for like pretty much any period of time, you would know like they do stuff on purpose that is wrong and they don't listen sometimes. It's also a choice. Given the choice at least once, probably more, we all at one point would decide to disobey God and think that we know better. Here's the kicker though, is that God didn't just let this relationship die. He took it upon himself to fix this mess that we've made, which is so cool. Like, he's also the only one who could do that. Like, there's nothing we could do. Even if you did like 1,000 good things to make up for the one bad thing you did, it doesn't change that. Like, you are still imperfect, even if you do good things. So God, he has to punish someone for this disobedience. He doesn't want to punish us because he loves us and he wants to give us a second chance and he wants a relationship with us. So this is where the genius plan comes into effect. God comes to earth. Crazy, mind-blowing stuff. He comes to earth and he lives life just like a normal human being. He grows up, he works, but he never disobeys God. Because he is God, you know. He grows up, he lives a perfect life. He does a lot of really cool things and teaches a lot of really good teachings, which I would highly encourage you to check out. These are like the books that I would read if you want to like hear what he talked about and what he said. He said a lot of very smart things and a lot of things that make you think. Because we disobey God, our punishment is death. That's why people die, which is another thing that doesn't really make sense about like the agnostic or like atheistic worldview. Things random and we're just randomly here. Like, why do we die? Why are we alive, but also why do we die? You know, like, what? It doesn't really make sense. Anyway, thankfully we have an answer. So we die because we disobey, and that's our punishment, is that we deserve death. God comes to earth. He lives a perfect life. He talks to us and teaches us a whole bunch of things that we have preserved. And then he goes and dies a criminal death. Yeah, you heard that right. Obviously today we have like the electric chair, we have like lethal injection, which don't hurt as bad, I guess. But like back then, he was crucified. Like they put nails in him and like beat him. They beat him before they even like put him where he was going to die. They did terrible stuff to him. Like awful. Like, not only did he die, but he suffered and he died. And you're probably wondering, oh, well, like if he was perfect, then why did he die? Like, isn't that the punishment? He took that punishment for us. I'm literally gonna start crying right now, actually. He took our place. That's what we deserve. We deserve to die and suffer because of all the bad things that we've done. You can read it on your own. I'll like put up where it is. But anyway, he dies. All of the people who follow him are like freaking out and they're like, what's going on? And they all just like run and hide because they don't want to die. But then later he like shows up to them and he's like, hey, like, I'm back. The Bible is a good book. You should read it. Honestly, I feel like everybody should read it at one point in time, because he like raises from the dead. He goes and like talks to a bunch of people to like explain to them like what's going on and like what they should do and like where he's going. He goes to heaven. Spoiler alert. So what does this all mean for us now, living like 2,000 years later? Basically, he has left us with a choice. We choose to accept him and trust him and the sacrifice that he made for us. When we do that, all of his righteousness and his perfection, he He literally swaps places with us so that when God sees us, he sees perfection and righteousness, and then our old selves get put on him and what he did on the cross. Choosing to trust Jesus and what he did for me on the cross, literally best thing I've ever done in my life, and will continue to be the best decision I've ever made. That doesn't mean that like as soon as I made that decision that I was just a perfect person. That did not happen at all, actually. In fact, in that moment, there was nothing really magical that happened, but it was a decision that I stuck with and I continue to stick with even today, choosing to trust in him, choosing to trust that all of these bad things I've done, that I am forgiven, and that actually makes me not want to do bad things anymore. I want to live like Jesus lived on this earth, and being kind to those who are not kind to me, and loving them, loving my enemies, loving my neighbors, the people who live around me. I highly encourage you to look into this more, look into Christianity more. I've learned about so many different world religions, and they all like just pale in comparison to Christianity. Christianity is based on real historical events. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment below. I don't know if you can message me directly on YouTube, but definitely feel free to comment, and